Well, welcome back to the garage. Fixing to get started on the interior. Not a whole lot to do on this one. If I was doing a multicolor interior, there would be some more to do. But being this is a drag car, a gasser, we're just gonna keep everything pretty straightforward and simple. I went ahead and got the engine put into the chassis. Got the chassis together. Really happy with the way it's coming out. Used a little bit of the panel line accent color. You probably ain't gonna be able to see that real well, but in the leaf springs, kind of help give them a little bit of separation. Add a little detail. What I do want to do while I'm here, and I realize it, I want to put some here in the universal joints. And just a little detail, a little shadowing. That's all it's doing. So we'll set this over here. There's the firewall. I want to add a little, change up a little bit here. It's flat black. This here is the heater box and the heater fan. I'm going to add a little flat back black to the heater box. That side. Alright, now the interior. Tools for the job. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but a toothpick will be your friend. And these of different lengths are very fine point paintbrushes. I'll probably just be using the one of them. I got getting kind of lucky here with the interior. I didn't realize it till a little while ago that got two different instrument clusters, one for the drag or the gasser, one for the stock. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out this gasser decal. Drop it in a bowl of water. Get the micro set and the micro saw. Another tooth paintbrush. Micro set. Not quite ready yet. How's y'all's days been? Pretty nice day. Do a little chicken on the barbecue. Ate dinner a little while ago. Got one of those new pellet grills, smokers. Man, I sure do like that thing. If you like to cook out, you like to grill, I couldn't recommend one of those. I'm not going to recommend any name, but I can tell you this though. I really like the one I got. Works really well. Can't wait till the 4th of July. Throw some ribs on it and some pulled pork. Oh boy. Tweezers. Now a little bit of micro saw. It's actually, this dash has got some holes in it. Well, I have no idea why my camera quit recording. But this dash has got some holes in the back of it. You missed me. I looked it up to the light and I could line up the instrument clusters with those holes. And when it's dry, I will use, I'm sure you've heard of it, Future Pledge Floor Care. Some people use it on the body as a gloss coat. I tend to shy away from that. I look for a more permanent solution, which we'll go over. But once this dries, I'll put a little Future on that. It'll give it sort of a lens effect. So here we are with the door panels. Let's see, I think I'll do silver today. Your friend. It's a good set of fine point paint brushes. I really need to invest in one of those magnifying glasses with the light on it.
It sure would make this a lot easier. Might be able to save my eyeballs too. This is tedious. You won't hear me talking much doing this. Somebody's in a hurry, and I live about 200 feet off the road. Sounded like I was right there next to it. So, show you here. Got the before, and now the after. The door handles and the window cranks are silver. You can do them chrome. I actually use a Molotov pen for chrome. I don't use the pen. I use the refill. And I got one of these old Testra's paint bottles that's empty, and I put the refill in. Just depends on my mood which way I want to do it. If I'm doing more of a, I guess this would be a show drag car, but if it wasn't a drag car, if it was a more for show, I would probably do it chrome. The problem with the Molotov pen though is it seems like it takes so long to dry. It dries pretty quick, but it stays soft. And if you touch it, it'll go flat on you, the paint. It won't be shiny no more, glossy. So I tend not to use it. I do on like on my engine, on the pulleys, because there's more chrome up there with it, and it's a little more, it looks more like that chrome that comes with the model instead of the silver. So I'll use that so stuff matches a little bit better. I may have to touch this one up here with some black paint. I'm going outside of it a little bit. No big deal though. That's the second one. Now we'll move on to the dash. And what I'm going to do with it are the knobs for like the lights and so the light switches, the old light switch buttons and stuff like that that are on the older cars. All I'm going to do is I just get the top. I don't try to get the whole button all the way down, especially on this particular model, because yeah, well, you can tell, but those knobs are kind of recessed down into the dash, so it would probably be more trouble than it's worth. Haven't got into the photo etched yet. I'd like to. That way you can. Well, I have no idea why it wants to keep turning off on me, but it is. After about 8.5 minutes it's turning off. What you missed was my toothpick. I need to touch it up a little bit. What I said about photo etched was you could have a little key switch, a little key. I would one day would like to get into using the photo etched part. I don't know what I've done with my silver paint here. There it is. You missed me use the toothbrush. I mean the toothpick here. I reckon when the economy gets a little better, if this YouTube thing takes off, I'll be getting a better camera for sure. But there it is. This one's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Oh crap, I had paint on my finger. Got black paint on the dash, or silver paint. Well, well, well. Where's my flat black? There it is. I don't have brush strokes on it now. I hate that. What I showed too was what I do with my fine point brushes, how I take care of them. You want to take care of them for sure. They can get expensive. You wind up buying a new one for every model. So after cleaning with the lacquer thinner in the water, when I dry my brush, I pull it back. That way it keeps the point. I don't lose my point. I actually saw somebody do that on a YouTube video. Yeah, I can see where that'll help. Let me see if I need another coat of paint on that. Yeah, I do. Trying to be easy on it so I don't get no brush strokes.
I need to touch up this silver here. Yeah. Hit it with a little flat black around the crank there. Touch up where it got a little wild. That'll be good enough. Ain't got to be perfect. These look. I need to touch them up too. Those dry. So I'll show you again here. Using a paintbrush. Dry it. Pull it straight back. Helps keep the point. You lose the point, you makes it a lot harder to do your detail work. But let's see, let's use this one. Get the future out. Just gonna add a little gloss to the dash so it looks like it's got a lens on it. Especially to the instrument cluster. One of the more simpler dashes I've done for sure, but that'll be it. I'll lay this dash over, let that future dry up, and we'll put it together in a little bit. Alright, I've actually been MIA for a day or two on this one. I started doing some sub-assembly while I was waiting on the future to dry on the dash, but that's the finished product there. Hopefully I'm picking up a reflection of the dash. The future kind of gives it a little lens look, like there's an actual plastic lens or glass lens sitting in front of the dash. What I started doing a little pre-assembly on like the roll cage and the seats, putting them in, seeing where they fit. I had to drill out a hole here with my vice drill for the gear shifter that goes in there. And the instructions say that the roll bar sits here, which it does, and the pieces for the back sit here. And they're actually supposed to go right up to the fender well here. Well, when this comes down right here, that simply just isn't going to work. And if I line them up, those back roll bars to here, I'm kind of worried that it's going to sit too far back, maybe interfere with the body. Let's see if I can turn this where the camera can see it. Those indentions look like that's where the roll bar is intended to go. But I'm worried if it's sitting back too far that it may interfere with the roof. I think I'm going to be alright. So I'm going to try to assemble this interior. I guess I'll go ahead and try it on camera. I don't know if my camera will stay on or not, but it'll be a relatively slow and straightforward process of instructions and assembly. I think I got to find the gas pedals. I don't know if I painted them or not. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. There they are. I do. That's the gas pedal and brake, clutch. I want to paint those either chrome or silver. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. They can dry because I believe I got to glue them in under the dash. Oh, there they go. I'll set these over here to dry. Shouldn't take long. I got that paint thinned down a little bit, so it shouldn't take them long at all to dry. Oh, I don't know how long I've had this silver, but I believe it was one of my original paints I bought when I was a teenager, and I'm nearly 50 now. I think I put a little thinner in it and woke it back up. It was good to go. So all I'm going to be doing is assembly. I'll probably do a little bit of fast forward in this part of the video if it stays on. I wish I knew why that was turning off, but I just can't figure it out. Oh, I forgot to. I also took some of the panel line accent color. And I put it on the springs to kind of bring out a little bit of definition in them. I also put some black on like the nut and bolt heads here. I like those a little bit. See here on the instructions, I got that piece going in after the roll bar's already in. It just ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. Where's the master cylinder? Alright, now, there it is. Oh, I ain't painted it yet. Cut off again. I went through the settings on that thing. I don't know where to change it. It says it's supposed to stay on continuous for 120 minutes. I figured during this process I could just fast forward this part of the video. I just knocked the exhaust manifold off. That was super glue. That should be interesting.
I never had that happen before. It should get interesting to put back in there. Too bad. I'll let that up. This here is Molotov. I put it in an old testing bottle. I just buy the refills, I don't buy the pen. And Molotov works much better on black, especially gloss black.
steering wheel. And there we have it, the interior's done. Well, that can be seen. Hopefully it shows up pretty good on video. Now I'll get some pictures of it too and put it in the video. So I'm just going to continue on with, I just got the wheels and tires and get the body on it, and we'll get that on the next video. Thank you for watching. Got Fuel's Garage.